my Zentangle friends. My name is Emmy. I'm a certified Zentangle teacher. I'm happy to be here with you today. We're all learning and studying. It is day 14. My, this is a fun Gratitangles. Let me show you where we're going. I have found this, and it's called Zip, and it is a border tangle. And so I found this tile that I had in the cupboard that I had done partially, and I thought, well, Zip would look fun on here. So I went ahead and added it in. And as you can see, this is Gingo, G-I-N-G-O, and here is Diva Rose, and I have not put these together for you, but I think you can figure out what's going on. This is Dark Busters down here. Anyway, here's another example. And you could put this on this angle here. I love it. I have not finished it, but I just couldn't help but want to show you what you could do with Zip. So let's get started. Before I do, I want to give you some of my gratitude, some of the fun that I've had along the way. And I absolutely think that I'm so grateful for whoever it is that would stand with me in the rain. And my heart just is full when I think about the people that I know would be right there showing up for me. And I know you got people that come right to your mind too, and I'm very grateful for those people. And so that's where my heart is during this period till I see you again. But let's get started with Zip. It's X, Y, P. Zip is like this. I'm going to make a very, very, very light pencil line. And then I'm going to have a space, and I'm going to make another very, very light pencil line. You can see that's about 1 inch apart. The next thing I'm going to do is kind of connect the two with an X. And I'm going to leave a space on the top and the bottom, and I'm going to make another X. Let's do this on the other side too. If you have room, you can certainly do more X's, as many as you want. You can extend them out either way. We're just learning and practicing. So the next step after our X's is to connect them in a darker way. So I'm going to grab my pen, just using my 01, connect and connect. And then, because I can, I'm going to take this out here and one out here too. Like there's another one out there, about the same distance. Let's do this again. So since I already started here, I'm going to connect and connect these X's. Connect this X and one more. Now you can see I have hollow areas between. So I want my X to be here in the middle. So I'm going to extend it a little above the diamond shape that I'm going to make now and teach you about. A little above and a little below in a line. Now I'm going to do the same thing over here. I'm going to put a dot and a dot. You can see that's just a little over. It's not in the middle of this one, but it's a little over from center. And if, I'm sure you can see that this is a diamond shape. Let's connect the lines, the sticks, and the dots. I have such a hard time making straight lines. I want to wonk them. Okay, let's do another dot and a dot across. Let's do another dot top and bottom. And let's connect these. Let's do this again. A dot and a dot. Top and bottom. And connect. So let's darken the X now that's in the middle, the original X that we had. And we have a lovely pattern, don't we? Now there's another step to this pattern, and that is we can go ahead and put an oval shape in the middle. Darken that. And this looks like any number of fences that I have seen and other classical buildings that have patterns on them oftentimes look like this. Now, it is a fun idea to aura around it and around this pattern, understanding that it's not going to be perfect, especially your first time. So let's try to aura this right down one side. And what I'm going to do is have a couple of indents. Come along here. Push that in and back up. Lift your pen anytime you need to. All we're doing is auraing around. Back up. And back up. You can probably already see where you could have some fun with some embellishing, can't you? And that wonky line's going to get me every time. It is so hard for me to make those lines straight, I'll tell you. Let's do this side too. So all I'm going to do is very carefully aura down. So at your own speed. I think this is just the prettiest pattern. And I don't even know where I'd necessarily shade. Maybe there's places and I just for some reason can't see it. But if I was to shade anywhere, I would probably do the inside of these X's like this. And you might have a whole different idea. I get that. No worries. And then get your blender stump out. Push that shade around. Push that graphite into the corners. Leaving a little hollow in the middle. Do you see that? Like it gives it the look of like it's a stained glass or something almost. That's what I'm going for. Oh my goodness. That is so pretty. Very, very pretty. And that's just scrap paper, but we're studying and learning. Grab your tangle sheet, and I'm going to do this on a big or medium size using my pencil first. And I'm going to just, I think maybe I'll do this on a bit of an arc. So I'm going to come along like that. Leave it a substantial enough space. It's going to look like a big jetties, like a big marble. I believe it's going to be really cool. Now put an X in the middle. Leave a space on the bottom of each. Another X. There will be an imaginary X here, not much. I'm going to do this over here too. That's going to be all right. That's a little bit different. I think it's going to be fine though. Grab your pen and let's connect our X's. And that was the top row. Now let's connect the bottom row. See, when you think about it, this is not a very complicated pattern. It's just sticks of different sizes. I'm overdrawing my pencil right now. And now I'm going to put those diamonds in. So I'm going to put a diamond, a dot here, and a dot in between those two, a dot up above, and one down below. I'm going to connect them. I've even seen one that's embellished that ends up with, that one is going to be a little wonky. I think it's going to be all right though. Double X's. Like, can you fathom that? That would be kind of cool, wouldn't it? Okay, so connect your diamonds, your diamond dots. You know that went wonky because of the curve that that's on. But that's okay, just budget for it. Dot and a dot. Dot and a dot. And now we're going to take a minute and connect the dots. Pretty. I like the fact that this is a little bit wonky. I think it's going to look really cool when I'm looking at the whole thing. Okay, now what I'm going to do is that aura-ing of this pattern. And you could start from the top or the bottom. I'm not sure what's comfortable for you. Just make sure you don't get your hand crabbed, that it can turn easily. And that's just going to go off. Go into space. Let's do it again. Very, very fun. I like this. I like this a lot. Okay, I'm going to get getting my graphite on the diamond shape. I wouldn't worry about my other pencil that I had to use to mark my spot at all. But that's your call if you want to just get an eraser. That's not the Zentangle way, and we are doing Zentangle, but we are also doing something that's pretty special. So do whatever you feel is right. That's what you want to do. That's very fun. Lots and lots of graphite on this right now. Might end up doing more later. In fact, I do think I want to get a little more under here. Little bit of a space. Do you notice that I'm especially leaving a little tiny bit of a space today? Let's have a look, see how it looks. I like that. It wants to follow along, so I'm going to honor it and let it follow along. But it's definitely lighter going up the side of the diamonds so that you can barely see it. That would be what I'm going for here. Woohoo! Isn't that pretty? All right, I like it. I hope you do too. Thank you so much for checking in today. This was fun to be together and draw together and learn some new things. I will see you tomorrow. Bye.